Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of NASCARFemale.com's webcast, The Burnout, featuring myself, Kimberly Bowman, the OR, for the number 24 of Chase Elliott, and my co-host for Ryan Blaney. Coming out of road racing weekend, this past weekend, which, by the way, on the whim. And, road racing is still boring to me. Just a little bit.
Preach.
But I'm sure you're happy for this weekend and all the buzz about Junior.
I cried a little bit. It's fine. Well, when we were in Michigan 2 weekends ago, they had the appreciation tour stuff on sale already.
Is he coming near you? How's that work anyway?
I don't know. Still trying to determine the details. I actually have the article up about it. I think it's just like when every track is what it's how he made it seem. But it says Daytona International Speedway will mark the first stop of the Junior Nation Appreciation Tour. It will have a heavy presence on social media and digital engagement opportunities throughout the 5-month campaign.
5 months, that would be till the end of the year?
Yeah, 5 months. That'd be November, the end of the season.
Right. But everyone, the talk is he's the car to beat this weekend, which I know you think that's jinxing him.
I mean, people aren't wrong, though. He does very well at restrictor plate races.
Right, that he does. One of the news we have coming out this weekend, Eric Almirola, looking like he will be back for testing in July.
They said he could return to racing in as soon as 3 to 5 weeks.
That's good.
I don't know how I feel about that, actually. It makes me... It's not that I don't, want him to come back, you know? It's just... It makes me nervous because, he crushed his vertebrae. That's a big deal.
You have to get back in the saddle, though.
My concern is that, I know a few people who have had crushed vertebrae and they've never been the same since, and sitting for long periods of time really hurts them.
Right. I mean, because after he's recovered, he really needs time to get himself physically back in shape, because I know that's been limited, probably.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's why they're going to do probably on-track testing first, kind of getting back in the car slowly.
Mm-hmm. I think it'll be helpful, at least.
What else do we have coming out this weekend? What was your thoughts on the race besides what we've already said?
I just don't like road course racing.
I hate that I am even saying this, but what could they do to make it better? Which, I don't like the phrase, what they can do to make it better, but...
Yeah, because it's NASCAR and they love doing things.
They'll hear me and yes, we need to do something, but I mean, in all seriousness, what could be? I guess you can't really change anything about it. I guess it's different strokes for different folks, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Now, I will admit, there were a few points where I thought it was kind of exciting, but it's basically only a race in the top 5, really. You can really get racing or any excitement for the league, which I know that's the point, but I mean...
I think, I do think some parts are interesting. I just, personally, myself, I can't get on the road course bandwagon. I can't. It's hard. I struggle. Every time we're at Sonoma, Watkins Glen, I'm just like, ugh. I will totally admit, I fall asleep during them.
In other news, Xfinity and trucks is still way more exciting.
I love Xfinity and trucks, though, which is a really unpopular opinion. But
how?
Xfinity and Trucks is they aren't doing it for the money.
Yeah, I mean, one thing really, I mean, John and Nemechek's been doing pretty great these past few weekends. And one thing that got to me when they were interviewing, I think, him or someone, anyway, but they were making the comment of how much they've struggled to get funding and stuff. And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, you're talking about the top series in the sport. I mean, it should not, and the millions of dollars circulating through the top tier, and it's like, it should not be that way, that they have to struggle so much in the trucks.
Oh, yeah.
Not right to me at all.
No, I agree. It is nice though, because so Xfinity and Trucks reminds me a lot of college football or minor league baseball. They're all very similar, just the aspect of they're trying to make a name for themselves. They're trying to forge it that way. So they're putting their entire heart into it for the right reasons.
Right.
So I think that's why it's a lot more fun to watch those races.
And of course, this past weekend was the best because no Cup drivers were in either of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my brain went on a rabbit trail there. All right, more news. Okay.
Chase Elliott got a contract extension with HMS.
Yes, I almost forgot. Absolutely. What is it?
2022.
So 2020.
In other news, by 4 years. The contract was up in 2018 at the end of the season.
Well, NBC Sports is picking up coverage this coming weekend. And I may have cried a tear.
Is Steve Letarte back in the booth?
I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking. Let me see.
I have seen
confirm that.
Family at Daytona Beach this weekend, so I'm not gonna.
Yippee skippy.
And
there has been a comment.
Junior has not ruled out a possibility of turning to broadcasting.
Okay, say it again. You souped out on me.
Junior has not ruled out the possibility of broadcasting in the future.
I was just about to say that there has been an opinion expressed in my household that Dale Jr. will be in the booth next year.
I know you're secretly hoping they'll replace Steve Letarte with him.
That was the first thing out of my mouth when my dad said that. I mean, Dale Jr., he's much more calmer, and he can be exciting, but he's calmer about things. I think I could really in that situation.
Yeah.
It's like we don't need to know the scientific aspects of racing. Every little picky freaking second. So let's just hope won't pass any judgments until then.
Maybe this
tune in next week.
That was his first season, so maybe it'll be better.
Oh, it was his second.
Was it a second?
Yes, it was his second because I already had that thought. I could be wrong, but I think it was his second.
You might be right, actually. I do want to get your opinion on this. So NASCAR said stage racing is here to stay. What do you think about that?
Well, it says that that's a bunch of bull because in 5 years they'll come up with something different. Knowing the way NASCAR is, so I'm like, I don't believe that.
So they said their exact statement was something like, stage racing's here to stay, but they're not ruling out changes to it for next season.
That just sounds funny to me. Well, it's definitely not. it's at the beginning it was a nice little change of pace. Now we've kind of gotten a mundane routine, I think. It's sort of feeling a little bit mundane. It's like the drivers have gotten used to it, so it's kind of like they've learned how to work it, which is not a bad thing because you have to do that.
Yeah. I'm with you on
How to
that.
work it.
However, my selfishness is really going to come out right now when I say this, but it has extremely benefited Ryan Blaney.
Well, yeah. And I'm not necessarily saying that for a bias toward a particular driver, but yeah, it's like there's pros and there's cons. I mean, it's been a nice change, I think, to the sport. It has been nice to have a little bit of change and something different, but whether or not it has accomplished everything fans may want to see.
I just think it's nice because when an engine blows or oil pan catches fire with some stupidity, or you get taken out in a middle race wreck, your entire weekend isn't wasted anymore. Like all that money isn't wasted anymore. At least it
Yeah,
if you ran well,
that will be on the pro list. Right. And it kind of like resets everything. I know they don't reset the field, but I mean, it kind of like it does provide a little bit of a bunch the field together rather than some races where the entire field was just one way from lap 1 to last lap. That is one thing I've liked because I've found myself several times like I'm like, okay, well, when is the end of the next stage so we can bunch this up? I mean, it does help, I guess, to shake things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of force a caution, if you will, to see where. I mean, that is one of the pros I see, but yeah, to have racing this way many years, that leaves a couple questions in my mind. But like you said, they obviously want to add some more changes.
I think
we know they're coming.
A situation like last year specifically, Chris Buescher won on a not even rain delayed, wasn't it fog delayed or something?
Yeah, a fog delay.
So fog canceled, whatever it's called. I don't even know what to call it at that point. But I think they're trying to establish a situation where Chris Buescher, no offense to him whatsoever, he's very talented, but
he's from Texas.
I mean no ill will towards him. I'm from Texas. However, he won a race on a technicality, performed pretty mediocre for the rest of the season and the part of the season before that win, and made it into the chase. That win. So I think that's also something they're trying to put a stop to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely. You have to bring your A game, and I guess that's what I do like about it. That it kind of a bit more.
It's not your
get to get that stage point win.
It's your A race, not your A game.
It must be a Southern thing.
Let there be life.
I'm wondering.
No, A race is in it's NASCAR. That's why I said A race, not A game. A a thing up here. So I said game, it's a race.
Alright, I have the article up about the NBC broadcasting.
Okay.
Stand by. Oh, great. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
What?
What? Sorry, I'm reading the article and getting a shock.
Why?
Okay. Okay. NBC welcomes former Olympic sprinter Otto Bolden to the broadcast team this weekend. Moments of information for fans.
That's weird.
Tell me about it. I did not just read that. Nothing against him, but seriously? Latart's on the team too. And Shib. Yep, same as last year. I cannot believe they're doing that. Anyway, it's NBC for you.
They have to stay relevant somehow.
I mean, why? Okay, little bit topic of interest here. I understand how all the contracts work, so we don't even have to discuss that. I get how that process works. But is there any freaking way one channel could take a whole year?
Probably not.
And my dad informed me that Fox Business is going to be airing the Eldora race?
Yes, that's the rumor I heard.
Excuse me? Of all sports networks that exist, Business is going to air it.
I really just miss the Speed Channel at this point in time in my life. I really.
Yeah. Actually, we didn't have the Speed Channel when I first became a fan. We had another whole system of television, which we basically only got the on a regular channel like Fox or NBC, one of the major networks. We didn't have all the individual. But now we do, and it stinks. Everything. So, anyway, that works. Were there any penalties this week?
Not that I saw, actually. Oh, wait, yeah, there was one. Never mind. Sorry.
I think there was one, and I'm going to feel stupid when you tell me.
Kyle Busch.
Oh, yeah. How can we forget?
Well, this is going to sound really awful, but I really try to block out anything related to the 18. I mean, that's just me being nice about it.
It's just that you want to maintain a respect so you don't look at anything that will make you mad.
Exactly. That's how I look at it. Because a lot of times
keeping the peace,
I'm going to get enraged. So, it was for lug nuts not installed properly.
Them lug nuts.
Crew chief Ben Bashore was fined $20,000, and he is suspended for this weekend's race.
So we are on the third crew chief.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jacob Cantor is serving as crew chief.
What? Okay. I know the crew chief, he calls the shots. But the dude, are they suspending the dude who put the lug nuts in?
That's what I want to know. Like, why does the crew chief get punished? Like, why is it not the tire changer?
I'm thinking to myself, okay, the crew chief says, do this, change this tire. But it is, beyond that, nothing is his fault.
No, because the crew chief never gets down off the pit box. So how can you get the crew chief for this when he can't get down and look at the pit?
It's not like he says, okay, tire changer, I want you to leave some lug nuts loose. I mean, no, that's just kind of how it happens.
It's idiotic to think that they would.
And the tire changer may not even be diabolical about it. It just, the pressure, the timing.
It's just bizarre. Like, you think you would blame... Oh, I'm sorry. You think you would blame the person that did it. It's like the argument with the L1 penalties with too low or too high. Why does the driver get blamed? I don't understand. In
So,
other news, Jeff Gordon, I just saw this, sorry, and I want to say it before I lose my train of thought. Jeff Gordon is driving the pace car for the Brickyard 400.
cool.
Yeah.
But not for the whole race.
Yeah, I know. It's just for like the first few laps. Okay, don't be hateful.
I'm not being hateful. I'm just like, anytime, no matter who it is, why can't they do it for the whole race? Because they say they're going to drive the pace car for the Brickyard 4, but it's only for like the first lap.
Yeah, it's
It doesn't even count.
2 laps before the green flag. So why?
Just to clarify, I love Jeff Gordon. Okay. I'm just a 24th fan.
Why
That's the first one I was a fan of.
Why doesn't the person who drives it all the time get the credit for it?
No, we never see him.
Like, who is that poor person?
I mean, like at the end of the year, a race, duh. Or is it the same one?
I don't know.
Is it a mystery driver who's retired?
Or is it really like NASCAR Chasm on Twitter?
Oh yeah.
Because he knows all the drivers. Or the catch fence, he knows the drivers too. So or the orange cone. Is it one of them?
We could do this all night. Okay, who else could it be? Because they never revealed that to us. Okay, now you've got me going.
Now I'm gonna go through Twitter and figure out who has the most relationships with the drivers and be like, I wonder who this is.
Well, who is the pace car driver?
Somebody tweet someone. Ask us for us, please.
Well, create a hashtag. Make it famous.
I got track facts, possibly.
Get over my giggles.
What about get over the hills?
I said, well, I'm getting over my giggles.
Oh, I thought you said something like get over the hills. This is really awkward. Hold, please.
Da 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 da.
Okay, so the race starts at 5 p.m., everybody. Please do not forget.
What?
We are racing in Daytona this weekend.
To which Emily's not happy about whatsoever.
Nope, not at all. Listen, I think they should just make the Daytona 500 a permanent night race, but nobody will listen to me on that one.
I don't know. Being day race is kind of iconic for me.
And it should be a night race. Okay. Track length is 2.5 mile oval, 160 laps or 400 miles. Our race segments / stages are lap 40, lap 80, and 160. The banking in the turns is 30. In turns 1 through 4 is 31 degrees, which is interesting. Okay, come on. Oh my god. I can't. They keep changing things. Can you stop? Hold, please. I apologize.
Da 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 da. Choo choo choo.
Why aren't you loading?
Da 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 da.
In case you all were wondering, Kimberly's going to be making her own album for elevator music. Okay, wow.
I could just sing a whole song if you want.
I hate that J-Ski changed their stat page. Okay. So we'll just do the 2016 July race winner since we've already visited this topic for the 500. Our July 2016 race winner was Brad Keselowski. Youngest race winner is still Trevor Bayne at 20 years old. Our 2016 July pole winner was Greg Biffle. It's so weird him not racing. Like it's just weird. Track qualifying record was Bill Elliott, and then that was without restrictor plates. That was with 210 miles per hour. The youngest pole winner is Chase Elliott at 20 years old. The only woman Daytona 500 pole setter was Danica Patrick. She finished 8th that year.
So, will her luck change?
Probably not. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? I'm really sorry. Really sorry.
I got a feeling it's sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, you're right. At least I'm honest.
It's like I have a little bit of hope that she could just surprise everyone. Just one race, knock it out of the park, and surprise everyone.
Without a technicality would be nice.
Yes, without any technical. I mean, just fluke win. She gets a good draft, and boom, she's the winner.
Yeah.
To me, I think that would be cool. I want her to have a little bit of success, but she could be out. She doesn't have just an awesome finish before the end of the year's over. Her following seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's your pick?
My pick. Can I go with Chase?
If you want.
Mathematically, he's a good choice.
You always say that, though.
No, but last week it was someone different than the week before that. So this week it's a legitimate pick.
Uh-huh.
You have to admit. How about you?
I'm going with our July 2016 winner, so Brad Keselowski. Pretty much only the 4th of July weekend, and I want to see him with the American flag going around the track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Did you see the funny video Team Penske did this week?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you think of them guys. They are absolutely hilarious.
I have a lot less anger towards them recently.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because Joey Logano took a selfie with me in Michigan. I don't know. That could be it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that changes everyone's life, all right?
Yeah.
Has to. All right, have we covered all the news from this week? Don't leave anything out. We covered everything. Surprisingly. We actually... No severe rabbit trails, yes. Yeah, I think we covered everything. Well, thank you guys for joining us this week. Don't forget to head over to NASCARfemale.com and check out all the wonderful articles our ladies work so hard to write. And follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Yes, y'all can throw tomatoes at me because I still haven't gotten Emily's photos from Michigan onto the Instagram page. So yes, let me know. Follow so you won't miss something I do. So it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're on every. So give us a follow so you don't miss a beat. And we will see y'all next week. Same time, same place for the burnouts. Still working on perhaps us going to Facebook Live, but no updates there yet.
Okay.
Oops. I haven't done any research with that yet, so we shall see in the near future. So thank you guys for joining, and we will see y'all next week on the Burnout.
Thank y'all.